Have you ever been gaslit before? And besides that, do you know what gaslighting is?
We will keep this promise to the American people. If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor, period.
Well, it's a form of psychological manipulation meant to make you second guess yourself, your perceptions, your thoughts, your reality.
We are back. Rayce Bannon here, author of the book, Stop the Pussification of America. Yes, it is available on Amazon. Let's do the YouTube thing. Remember to subscribe to the channel, knock the notification bell. Give me a big fat thumbs up. When it comes to gaslighting, the quicker you can see the red flags of these sociopaths and disassociate yourself, the more content in life you will be.
State clears first 3 foreign military sales of Biden's administration. And still no COVID relief. Still no COVID relief.
So this is honestly kind of incredible. The media carrying water for Joe Biden in a new fact check about those $2,000 checks that were repeatedly promised would go out immediately if Democrats won both of those Senate seats in Georgia. So this is Newsweek. Let's throw this up on the screen. They say Joe Biden critics falsely claim the president lied about $2,000 stimulus checks. That's really interesting because as far as I can tell, $2,000 checks haven't gone out, number one. Number two, they've been knocked down to $1,400 and immediately has somehow turned into maybe in March, maybe in April. And we're open to further negotiations. Just for memory's sake, so that I don't think I'm going crazy, let's take a listen to what Joe Biden actually said in Georgia about those checks.
By electing John and the Reverend, you can make an immediate difference in your own lives, the lives of the people all across this country, because their election will put an end to the block in Washington on that $2,000 stimulus check. That money that will go out the door immediately. Tell people who are in real trouble.
Immediately, $2,000. Interesting. I mean, the funny thing too, Sagar, is when I read through this Newsweek piece, I was like, I wonder what they're going to say to justify this. And they actually don't really explain.
More war.
Biden administration announces $197 million arms deal with Egypt.
It's very presidential.
Obama embraced endless wars. Biden probably will too. This is from the Washington Post, so the headline's probably meant to be celebratory. Yay!
If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor under the reform proposals that we put forward. If you like your private health insurance plan, you can keep it. If you like the plan you have, you can keep it.
2 months. No, we're barely a month into the Biden administration. We're bombing Syria and we're killing the minimum wage. Great start. In other words, we've reneged on every single promise. And now we proved the right wingers right because instantly the Democrats are more militaristic than Trump was.
Dems employed a super clear, unequivocal, visually compelling strategy to convince voters that they'd have both the will and the power to deliver $2,000 checks immediately if the voters delivered them wins. The voters did their part, and now suddenly it's super complicated. No, Joe Biden lied. And you want to see him lie? Here it is.
If you send John and the Reverend to Washington, those $2,000 checks will go out the door.
We will be able to pass $2,000 stimulus checks for the people next week.
We'll deliver the $2,000 stimulus checks.
And that begins with the $2,000 stimulus.
When you send me and Reverend Warnock to the Senate, we will pass those $2,000 stimulus checks. You send me and Reverend Warnock to the Senate, we will pass those $2,000 stimulus checks.
They will make decisions about whether we give people a $2,000 check.
We need to pass $2,000 stimulus checks for the people.
So getting people that $2,000 in relief, direct payment.
Congress should pass $2,000 checks. President-elect Biden and Democrats are all pushing for $2,000 relief checks.
$2,000 stimulus checks.
$2,000 relief checks. $2,000 relief checks. They should send $2,000 checks to the American people right now.
Supporting $2,000 relief payments right now.
We need to be passing the $2,000 stimulus relief checks.
That means we need John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, who will go to D.C. to ensure that $2,000 checks. You see ads that say, want your $2,000 stimulus check? Vote Democrat. Vote for Warnock.
Okay, I think you get the message. Did anybody hear them say $1,400 checks? Did anybody on there say $1,400 checks? You can clearly hear in this video they actually said $1,400. No, that's very funny. But watch this.
If you like your plan, you can keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor.
Biden's final pitch to Georgia, vote blue, and $2,000 checks will go out the door immediately. Is Bernie Sanders, AOC, and the squad really going to stay silent about Biden's $2,000 check lie? Do they not care? Their role is really to be PR for Democrats now. Really sucks we're on our own on this.
I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican, full disclosure here. I haven't voted in decades and decades. Hell, I only voted once when I was 18 years old because it was a novelty. As I started to mature and was on my life journey, it wasn't difficult to see that career politicians, which there was never supposed to be career politicians, drew narcissists, sociopath, pathological liars. They are the quintessential in gaslighting. And it's easy to show that because you'll get it. And I don't know what's worse, these government workers who keep gaslighting, who are pathological liars, or the people who keep voting for them, thinking that these gaslighters are going to change one day. Corporate-owned media, the same, just gaslighting. When I cut the gaslighters out of my life, when I cut toxic people out of my life, I became more happy, more content, and more successful. By the way, politically, I lean towards the sentiments of George Carlin. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. And here's what else George Carlin said, and I agree with his sentiments wholeheartedly.
Good, honest, hardworking people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hardworking people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all, at all, at all.
Because he was telling everybody, vote for those guys and I'll get you your $2,000. He was lying.
All right, guys, I got to get on the road. If you like this content, remember to subscribe to the channel. If you're not quite ready yet to subscribe, no worries, no pressure. But do give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment or two down below about your worst gaslighting experience. Until next time, I'm Rayce Bannon, and I'm out.